Hello artists, this is Mrs. B. Welcome to Umaarting Penmanship. For today's video, I will be reviewing the Masters Brush Cleaner and Preserver. I bought this in Art Nebula, and that is an online store where you can purchase here in the Philippines. And I bought this brush cleaner because I think that I need it right now since I've been using these brushes for a long time, and I don't know if I can still save those brushes. Okay, let's see those. This is my favorite brush for painting. This is size 4 Kalinsky Sable. This is my favorite detail brush that I use for calligraphy. This is the one that I use for florals and leaves. This is my son's favorite brush, and this is another brush, Kalinsky Sable brush in size 2 that I use also for calligraphy and some paintings. It says here this is for oil, acrylic, and watercolor, and I bought this for 460 or 480 pesos. I will just put the price on the screen. Okay, it says here that a simple one-step total care process to keep your brushes performing like new. Okay, so it's developed in 1979 by an artist for artists. Makes cleaning, conditioning, and preserving brushes a snap. Even the world's finest brushes. Works on oil, acrylics, watercolors, varnishes, glazes, and more synthetic finishes. Also restores most hardened brushes to like new. It also says here that safe and easy, use anywhere, anytime, because all you need is water. Okay, so there's also instructions here how to use it. So you need to wash it with warm water, and then you put it into the cleaner, then rinse and let it dry. Okay, so we'll be using this, and it says here that you just need water. Okay, this is made in the US. This is 75. Okay, this is 2.5 ounces or 70.75 grams. Okay, let's open this. If you want to buy this, I will put the link in the description box for the online store. Okay, so this is it. It's made of plastic, which is good because if you are going to use water, it's best if it's plastic so that it won't rust instead of using tin cans, right? Okay, here it is. This is the soap. Okay, it's white. Okay, so I'll try it. Okay, I tried to smell this, and it has a good scent, which is really awesome. This is my favorite brush, so I will be using this one first. Okay, let's take a look closer. Alright, so I wet my brush with warm water, and I will try to restore this, because if you can see, there are like hairs and bristles coming out, so it needs to restore. I use this a lot because I like small paintings, and if you can see, you will also use other paint. Okay, maybe excess paint that I use. I actually used pink and peach color the last time I used this. Okay, so I'm going to try to restore this. Hopefully that it will make a good result. Alright, so if this is good, you can buy this. If you do not like my review, you can also check other reviews. Okay, if you can see, there's still hair that is sticking out, and hopefully that I can restore back to its shape. It was really pointy when I bought this, but since I use this a lot, okay, the pointed tip has gone. Alright, so I'm done with the other brushes and it looks good, so I'm letting those dry. But in this brush, I'm still having a hard time to restore this. Also, it shows here that there's still one, actually two hairs that are sticking out. Okay, so if you can see that one hair sticking out there, and there's one more, and there's actually tangled hair here, but I don't know how it has been tangled. I don't know. So there, if you can see that it's like folded here, I don't know what happened and how that it happened. Okay, so I'll get back once this is dry and clean. These are the look of my brushes after washing it overnight with the brush cleaner and preserver. Okay, so let's take a look. This is my size number 2. I forgot the other one. Okay, and it looks better than the last time. Okay, same with my dagger brush. There, somehow it's sticking hair there. This is my son's brush. I use this also for gouache if I'm painting like white details. And this is my favorite brush, my size number 4. Somehow it's still sticking out. There is a hair sticking out, if you can see that right there, but I think it's still manageable. Let me try this. So there, if you can see that there, you will see that this brush is a little problematic, and I will replace this. Well, I have some paints came from a friend that I will use. So there, but looking into this, it still can make thin lines, a thick line. Yeah, it can make thin lines, but it is not the same like when I bought it there. And if you could see that it is, you can see that there's division of the brushes there. That's a problem. So I think I will replace this. But for the other brushes, let me try the dagger. Okay, there. Because the last time that I used this, it's like when I press the brush, what happens is that you will see that the brushes here are separating. So that's actually bad, especially if I am making some petals and leaves and it doesn't give you the full stroke. It gives you a division there. So there you go. Now let's try this size 2 brush. Alright, still pointy. There. So it's still good. And the last brush that I have here that I use is, and when I try the brushes, it seems like it is softer than it used to be. So it's good to paint again using these brushes. Looking into these brushes and the strokes, it really helped my brushes to maintain how it is looked in the leaves, especially the dagger brush that I told you before that it is separating when I am painting. Well, after using the brush cleaner and preserver, it did not separate. So it is better to clean your brushes right after you're painting. Well, conclusion, and I recommend getting this Masters brush cleaner and preserver. This is for 75 grams. So I think the 75 grams is good to use for, I think, more than a year, because it's really big and you won't actually consume a lot every time you clean your brushes. So it will help your brushes to be good as new, especially like in this that I have. But for this one, it's really kind of old, so I think I'm going to replace this. I hope this helped you in deciding if you're going to get this or not. And if you would like to try this brush cleaner, you could actually buy a travel size of this. So if you think that is really good and you could use it all the time after your painting, that is the time you can get the bigger one. That's it for my video today. I hope you like this, and if this video helped you, please leave a thumbs up on this video, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, remember to subscribe for more art material reviews, watercolor, calligraphy, and journaling tutorials. Until next time!